Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Sorry about my little bit of a slurry. We had dock tails today at a neighbor's dock. So yeah, after a couple of drinks, I figured I would do this video. I don't think I have a lot to show you, but I'm gonna try showing you what I've got done. We've been very, very busy. Haven't had a lot of crafting time. So we had a deck here that goes around the house, and it was in really bad shape, and we decided we're gonna redo it and we gonna do it ourselves. So the initial plan was to use the posts. They had concrete footings and posts, and the original plan was to just do the top and the railings because they were kind of wobbly, and because the posts looked good and the footings looked good. So we thought that was the original plan. Well, when we started taking it apart, we realized that everything was shot. My husband could put his foot through one of the posts, which was rotten. So we thought, okay, then we'll replace the posts. And you gotta understand that this is probably 10 feet off the ground up here because our house is on a slope. So it's 10 feet off the ground, so you need sturdy, good posts. So we took the posts out, then we realized when my husband pushed against the concrete footing, it wasn't buried deep enough. It was only like, I don't know, 14, 15 inches deep, which is so not to code. It has to be 4 feet under the ground. So we pulled them out, which was days of a lot of work. It was a lot of work. Anyway, so we're in the midst of, well, we poured new footings. We dug 4 feet deep, poured new footings. The deck is mostly done. I've been working my butt off. Now we want to create a little, like a dog run for our dogs. So we want to create a fence around the deck, probably like 10 feet around the deck, so that I could just open the door, let the dogs out, and you know, they can have full reign without being, you know, wandering off. So now that is the stage that we're at now, is we're digging the holes for the footings for the fence. I'm exhausted. Look at my nails. They're awful. Anyway, so we've been very, very busy with that. And then by the end of the day, after we've been doing that, I'm too tired to do anything else. So anyway, after like 3 minutes of this, I'm sorry. That's what my life has been consuming me, you know, lately. We've also been doing some gardening. I've been planting my vegetables. I do a lot of vegetables from seed. So, you know, I've been doing that. So anyway, so not a lot of crafting time. So what I do have some stuff that's done. After 3 minutes and some odd seconds, I'm gonna show you what I've been up to. There was a sweater, and it's called the Copenhagen Cardigan, like that. And it's by Lilla Bjorn. I've had this pattern for a couple of years now. I've tried it numerous times. I would say this is the 5th time I tried it. It's using fingering weight yarn, and I always struggled. I don't know why. I just could never get past like that far. It starts with the neck down, and I always struggled. I couldn't get past that, like an inch, and then I'd get lost. This time, I got it done. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna unbutton it, and I'm gonna show you how it looks on. I absolutely love it. Give me a second here. Unbutton it. Lots of buttons. I think it's like 7 buttons. Okay, I'm gonna try it on. I absolutely love this thing. So, here is the sweater. It's got cabling, it's crochet, but it's got cabling, and it's really nice. Once I got past this setup, I would say like 5 or 6 rows. Once I got into the swing of things, I actually was able to understand it. I'm gonna stand up. Now, please beware, I have my pajamas on. So anyway, so this is the sweater. I absolutely love it, except one thing, and I'm gonna show you now. So I did block this, but the last and little end seems to be flipping up. I don't know if you guys can see that. So that last little bit that she did flips up. So now, and I've blocked it, I've washed it, and I took it out of the washer and I pinned it, blocked it. So I'm thinking maybe the bottom, sort of like the ribbing, needs to be a little longer to create a little bit of weight to pull down so it doesn't flip up. But otherwise, I love this thing. Now this was made with Holst Garn, super soft, which is 100% wool. And I ended up getting 2 cones of this so that I could hold it double. The pattern calls for fingering weight, and I've tried this many times, I just couldn't get the hang of it. So and Holst Garn is an economical wool, and I held it double so that it would give me a little bit of more of a weight to it. And I still have that much left, so I could probably make something else out of this. Anyway, this is really quite coarse, and if you're not allergic to wool, which from what I understand, only like, I don't know, 10% of the whole world population is actually allergic to wool. The rest just don't like the itch. So if you don't like the itch, you might not want to use this. Or maybe you do. So I made it, and then I washed it. I put it in the washing machine, and it came out much better. Much better. It's not, you can still tell it's wool, but it's not as itchy as it was earlier. Mind you, I don't have a reaction to wool. So anyway, this, I think, honestly, I think this is a redo. I think this might be a pattern that I might redo in another color. But I absolutely love this. I did everything the way that the pattern is huge. It's got so much information. I'm not sure if it's a paid pattern. Might be a paid pattern. Might be a paid pattern. But I'll leave the link down below. I absolutely love this so much. But you could probably do it in an acrylic, no problem. Well, I had some problems. This is my 5th try, like 5th or 6th try trying to do this. But isn't it great? You got all the cabling down the front. I love it. It's so old school. Like, it just, I love it. So I think this might be a redo. I love it. So I highly recommend it, but be patient with yourself. Sorry, I'm a little warm. Be patient with yourself, because I guess I'm generalizing now, because I had issues in the setup rounds, like 5 or 6 rounds, and I always gave up. And then like the 5th or 6th try, I said, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep trying, and I did it. So anyway, great, great. And I think the rest of the front has got all the ribbing or the cabling, but this is, I think this is a lemon peel stitch. Anyway, love it. Love how it turned out. Look at all the cabling. Isn't it great? I love it. So old school. I love it. So my new favorite sweater. And I love the color too. I don't know why. I'm on a green kick. What else have I been up to? I received some gifts. Okay, look, we're gonna do the next finished object. Okay, so I think you guys remember last video, Laurel from the Dabbling HooK put out a pattern for this Bricks and Hearts hat and cowl. Last video, I only had the hat done. Sorry, I have a ponytail. This time, I have, is it this way? No, this way. Is it this way? No, this way. The cowl done. So let me put that on for you. And I decided to do it. Now, This particular hat is a little big on me, and I'm not a matchy-matchy person, but I figured someone here will walk off with this hat in the fall. And look at the cowl. Look at this cowl. I love it. Easy make, and I think a confident beginner could absolutely do this. It is the Bricks and Hearts hat and cowl set. It is a pay-for pattern, but you essentially get 2 for the price of 1. So you get the pattern for the hat and you get the pattern for the cowl. I love it. I love it so much. So this was using Charisma. The yellow one is Honey Tweed, and the colored part is called Passion. So those 2. It is quick. It is fast, it is well written. I highly recommend this. Oh, I almost forgot. Laurel sent me an email saying, you can give away a pattern, like a free pattern. You can do a giveaway and you'll get the hat and the cowl. It is knit, but if you're a knitter or even a beginner knitter, I think that you can absolutely do it because it's a series of slip stitches. Anyway, so we'll do that here. Let's see. What do I want you to say? Just leave a comment using the word hearts. Hearts. That's perfect. Use the word hearts and I will filter that through, and the next time I come on, probably 2 weeks, maybe a week. Let's do a week. Let's do 7 days, and I will come back on, pick a winner, and you will get this pattern for free. So you get the hat and the cowl. It's great. Now I've got to take it off because it's super warm. We are having really nice weather here. What else do I have to show you? Okay, I've got a bunch of stuff. I don't have anything else done, but I've got a bunch of stuff to show you. Okay, Crystal from Ricola's Crochet Corner. If you watch her, which if you don't, you should. She, I guess, did some late night shopping and ordered some stuff that she was very disappointed with. And I saw it and I said, oh, these would make perfect pillows because it's like a chenille ribbon. And this is, what is this? Where did she order this from? Oh, I think it was from Hirschner's. So she ordered 3 colors. She ordered, and there's absolutely nothing on the label. I don't know. But she ordered like a mossy green color, and then like a taupey color, and, oh, hold on, a red color. So my idea is I'm gonna make pillows out of these, pillow covers out of these, because I love these colors. Anyway, she or I don't know what she was thinking, maybe late night or whatever, and she ordered it and she was not pleased with it. So I reached out to her and I said, I'll buy it from you. And I did. I bought this yarn from her and she sent it to me. But that's not all. Hold on, let me put these down. In the box, she sent me, I don't even know how many of these. These are skippies, stone washed, which I believe is cotton. Hold on a second. 78 cotton and 22 acrylic. In this beautiful rosy red color. I love it. Is there a color on here? Red jasper. And there's like 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 balls of this. And she said she was not impressed with it. I'm like, holy moly. I don't know why she would send me this, but this is going into a top. I don't know if you've heard, but Crystal from BagODay is having a contest where you create your own design from her tutorials. And I'm planning on entering, and this is the yarn I'm gonna use. Look at this, it's beautiful. Thank you, Crystal, amazing. I don't know why you don't like these. It's like a, let me see. It's like a chenille, but it's a ribbon tape, so it's a flat chenille. Definitely make good pillows, that's all I can say. Okay, so that. What else have I got? Okay, so my friend Rose also sent me, Rose from Rose Likes Crochet, also sent me a box of goodies. So first of all, in this box, she sent me some of her stitch markers. If you don't know Rose, you should. I'll leave a link down to her. Oh, there's a candy in here. But there's like these beautiful, look at these blue stitch markers. And then she sent me a whole bunch of other ones, knowing full well that I like flowers. Look at that. So that was in the box. I don't know why she sends me things. She's wonderful. Then she sent me a cake of Wandering Wool, unique hand-dyed yarns. And this is, oh, what is this? Merino nylon, 463 yards. And it's almost like she knew that I'm trying to play with thinner yarns. Look at that. And I don't know what color this is. North Country Sock. Colorway is Alpine Glow. So there's one of these in there. There's two, oh wait, they're different colors. There's two of these, which are Rainbow Rhapsody. And this colorway is Cornucopia. Look at that. Oh my goodness, seriously. And there is 918 yards. Holy moly. And it's 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. That is a decent amount. And then this one is the same thing, except the color is Peaches and Keen. Peaches and Keen. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I gotta come up with something for that. Then she sent me a hank of this, and this is, okay, I can't pronounce this, Ropspat Wollmice. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on, come on, focus. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. And it is 80%, it just says 80-20 Hangdefarb. I don't know what that is. 510 yards. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the colors on here. You've got really dark, rich gemstones. Gem colors. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to come up with that. It's soft too. Does not feel like your typical sock yarn. But by far, my favorite is this one. She sent me 3 hanks of this. And this is Yarn Bee Authentic Hand Dyed, and the color is Tabby. Look at this. So much so, I love it so much. And this is what is this? 100% superwash merino wool. Okay, she sent me 3 of these. I loved it so much so that I decided to start a sweater. Now, this sweater I wound up the tabby in this ball, and I decided to hold it double with a yarn that Billy from the Crafty Floridian sent me, and it's called 44th Street, and the color, and it's 70% acrylic, 30% polyamide. And what's the color? The color is camel. So I decided to hold these two together, and I'm going to try to show you. I don't know, hopefully the lighting is, it's at the end of the day, so the lighting's not that good. Okay, so this, it's a whip. I just started it, and it's called a gingerbread. And I believe it's from Espace Tricot, and I believe it's a free pattern. It's called gingerbread. The good thing about this is I learned how to do German short rows in knitting. So the idea of German short rows is so that you have a little more length in the back, so it shows you how to stay within the same row, but add a little length. So one side, the back, is a little longer than the front. So this is how much I've got done. It's gonna take me a little while. It is using, oh my goodness, I don't even know what size. small. It's small. I want to say 3 millimeter. Oh, I just lost some. Let me put these back on here. Okay, they're back on. I lost a couple of loops there. So yes, I've started this. So I'm gonna call this my Americana sweater, even though it doesn't look like Americana. It's sent from my 2 very favorite American friends, Rose from Rose Likes to Crochet and Billy the Crafty Floridian. Thank you, ladies. That's gonna be a future finish. So I did that. Oh, and lastly, the last gift that I have is, I think I mentioned before, a newly acquired friend from YouTube is Karina, and she sent me some fabrics, and then she sent me some more fabric to make her some stuff, and she sent me way too much. She wanted some bags. So I made the bags, but I had so much fabric that I guess she didn't know how much fabric a scrap bag goes for. So I made her a few bags, and then I made her some pillows. And she, in turn, hold on one second. She has spoiled me rotten. She has sent me this whole big box of fabric. Like, I have so much here to work with. Like, it's just unbelievable how much fabric I have. Look at this. Just fabric upon fabric upon fabric. I have so much to play with. I just don't have the time. And not only that, she also sent me, so she sent me the fabric in the Tim Hortons box. And then after I sent her the stuff that I made for her, she sent me another gift. She sent me a Tim Hortons gift card, which just blew me away. I don't understand. Like, that's just way too much. My bags are not worth that much, but I so appreciate it. Thank you, Karina. Everything will be used eventually. Like I said, I haven't had much crafting time at all. And lastly, I wanted to show you a purchase that I made. Sorry, pardon the noise. I just got this actually. If you've been around here a little while, you know that, knitting, crocheting, sewing is not my only hobby. I love to garden. And I'm about to sneeze in a second. Whew. Anyway, and I also like to, I wish I had done this much earlier in my life. I want to do little things that will help the environment. So I'm an avid recycler. I try to reuse as much as I possibly can. But I want to try to find ways to take it one step further. And did you know that you could use wool as mulch? And it's actually very good. Now I'm going to leave a couple of links for this. I'm going to leave the link for where I purchased mine, which is in Canada. But actually it's an American marketing invention. There was a couple of brothers in the US that had sheep farms, and they had all this. So when you shear the sheep, there's a lot of wool that is not usable for, yarn, which they used to just throw in the fields. And they figured out that it was great fertilizer for the fields, and they decided to start packaging it. Well, I didn't want to go through the States, so now it's made its way to Canada, and they make wool pellets. So I don't know if you guys can see that, and it makes amazing fertilizer, and they're reusing every part of that shearing process. Anyway, I will leave a link to that. I thought it would smell sheepy, and it smells a little sheepy, but it's not. And it's, look at it, it's little wool pellets, and they're supposedly amazing at keeping moisture. So when you water, it keeps the water, and also as it breaks down, it feeds the soil. So I'm actually going to try this for the first year. The place that I got it from was Longway Homestead. I want to say they were in Alberta, Canada. I don't know off the top of my head right now, But yes, I got myself some wool mulch. Another reason to use yarn and wool, and another reason. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm sorry if I fast forward this really quickly. I'm still working on my friend's plaid blanket. I'm hoping to have it done this week, and then I'll do a video next week. Again, today's the 22nd, so 7 days. Let's say the 29th, I will pull draw a winner for, where is it? Where is it? What did I do with the pattern? Laurel's, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Laurel's Bricks and Hearts hat and cowl set. But even if you don't win here, I think it's worth it to pay. It's a nominal fee because you actually get 2 patterns. So in 7 days, if you use the word hearts in your comment, I will draw a winner and you will get the pattern for free. Thank you, Laurel. That was very generous of you. And that's it. That's just a quick, well, actually not that quick. It's like 26 minutes, I'm sorry. Pop in and show you what I've been up to. And I'll be back in 7 days, but after that, I don't know how long it'll be because we got a lot of stuff around here. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful spring, late spring, and we will talk soon.